How am I feeling at the moment? At the moment, I'm struggling. I'm on uh, day 3 of a detox because I've just had a relapse. Um, After being sober for 14, 16 months, lot of things happened, and when I stopped drinking 3 years ago, I was drinking 2 bottles of vodka a day. I mean, that's what I was drinking 3 years ago. What this time I was drinking was half to a bottle of vodka a day. And what's scary about it is that once you pick it up, once you pick the first one up, you go back to straight where you started. There's no excuse that I can just pick one up and just have one or have two and I'll get away with that because I've been so well for so long that that'll be okay. The whole point of it is that it goes back to straight where you started. There is no going back. When you're alcoholic, that is it. You're alcoholic. Nothing's going to change it. And you pick up the bottle thinking I'll just have one or two because I'm just feeling like whatever I'm feeling like, or I can't cope, or I've had enough of life, or whatever it is, and all these things happen, and total denial about everything. I mean, as I said to you before, by the time my husband knew that I'd had a drink, it shows the denial that's into alcoholism and the lies that goes into it, because he didn't even know I'd gone out in the car, got a bottle of vodka, come back with that and 3 bottles of tonic water, and told him about an hour later and I've had 3 drinks that I've actually had a drink. And I mean, it shows the denial of the whole illness. In my opinion, is that you will just up and you will go and you will run away. And for me, that was running away, and that was running away from everything and the fear that I felt inside me because of current experiences and what was going on at the time, and I think it's the scariest disease that I could ever imagine having, because it can just get you like that. That's what's scary. You can be sober for such a long time, and all of a sudden you get a few instances. You go to your meetings, you forget to do your program, catches up with you, and off you go. And I decided through self-will and stubbornness, which I've now learnt doesn't work with a program, is that I decided I'd give it up myself, with no Librium, no detox drugs, no anti-sickness tablets, no nothing, that I'd do it myself, and how I didn't kill myself, and the doctor said I would, by doing it. And I was told by HealthLink as well that if I did not stop drinking, I'd be dead within 6 months. And I was 38 at that point. And they told me and they warned me. But even that wasn't enough. I still carried on drinking until it was so bad. And I think it's how low do you want to go with it? It's how far do you want to take it before you realise that if you don't do something about this disease is going to kill you. And that's what's scary about it. Day 3, I'm feeling really, really good today. I've got up, I've been very negative when I've got up. I'm still very negative, but it's a case of I know what I've got to do. I get up doing what I should have been doing all the way along, albeit it was really early at 5:30 because I couldn't sleep, so I was up doing stuff. And I got up, and you have to push yourself. If you want this, if you really want this, and you want to be sober that much, don't expect somebody to give it to you on a plate, because you have to be the one that wants it. And I got up this morning and husband and I had a lot of stuff to do. I said, we are getting up and we are doing this today. And I think he was quite proud because for a change, he wasn't having to push me. I was actually saying, this is what we need to do. We have got to get out. Whereas I tend to be, I'm a major recluse. Especially if I'm drinking, and if I have been drinking, I'll stay at home.
Can you see an end to all this through your detox and coming out the other end?
I see an end to it, and I see a future as long as I carry on following the program. If I don't follow my program, if I don't do what I'm supposed to be, if I don't do all the things that I know deep down, I will relapse again. I have no doubt about that whatsoever. And if I relapse again, it just gets worse every time. It does. There is no way about it. It does not get better. It gets worse and worse and worse, and the end result is death. That is what it comes down to. And you know, we've got a good life, and I want to carry on having that life, but it shows how the disease is so sneaky. And if you're not careful, and if you don't watch yourself, and it's discipline, big time discipline, and I let my discipline go, and because of that, one of the reasons, amongst other things, was a relapse, and I certainly, for me, and I say that today because I do today just for today. I don't think about tomorrow. Today is just today, and I deal with my alcoholism for today.